Hello and welcome to Braintree High School here for the Cranberry League championship matchup between Braintree and Scituate. It'll be the White Sox facing here today against the Scituate Sea Dogs as we are getting ready for, or the Scituate Diamond Dogs, excuse me, as we get ready for the first pitch. Mike Wassel and TJ Chamberlain on hand here for BCAM TV as Braintree getting to this point as the only undefeated team here in the double elimination tournament. Scituate lost to Braintree 7-6 in a very tight game earlier in the playoffs, and they're going to now have to beat Braintree twice if they want to have a chance, but Braintree looking to close it out, and they will have Koneski on the mound as TJ right now. It's all about pitching. If you are Braintree, try to focus in on the batters and try and make this a low-scoring game, I think.
Yeah, this is for Braintree. They do not want to go to that third game. They have not lost a single game in this playoffs, as you mentioned, and they do not want this to be their first, and for Scituate to force a game 3. Right now, they do have the 1-0 lead from the first game, very close. That was Thursday night. And of course, Braintree, they want to close this out and win, I think, their 10th championship of the last 11 years.
It's been a long ride here for the White Sox. They've been at the class of the Cranberry League for a long time, and Scituate, a newcomer to the league this year, and they've really put together a good season, very strong season, and they get their workhorse on the mound. It'll be Scabilio here to pitch for them as we'll be ready for the first pitch in a moment. Ready here for the top half of the first inning as Braintree getting ready here to throw the first pitch as Koneski, the left-hander, will be on the mound. And it'll be a lefty-lefty matchup as he faces the center fielder Manning. Again, Braintree with a win here today would lock up the Cranberry League championship. Then that would be all celebration for the White Sox. You had mentioned how strong this team has been and dominant over the last few years, and really the last decade at this point, as that one is in there for another strike, as Koneski is pounding the zone early. No surprises in the Braintree order. That's very common here for this team when you're riding a hot hand. This one shatters the bat out into center field, and somehow it's mustered into center over the outstretched glove of Brennan, as that one shattered in an awkward way, broke in a couple pieces as the head of the bat came flying out towards the mound, and it'll be a leadoff single for Manning.
Yeah, Scituate starting off hot, and against a team like Braintree, that is what you want to do. You want to start this game off hot. You're in a must-win situation. This is the right way for Scituate to start this game. Lead runner on base, and strike early, strike fast. That's what Scituate needs to do.
See how aggressive they want to be here with their base runners, where they want to try and steal a bag or try and sacrifice here in what could be a low-scoring game. The throw back over to first is not in time. First meeting between these two teams came a little while back now. Think about Braintree having to face them in the second round, but this is a team that played a one-run game, 7-6 the final, so that was a relatively high-scoring game, and a team that Braintree does not give up many runs, so to allow 6 in that game was a little surprising, but we'll see what type of performance they'll have here today. So Carrera batting second, playing in right field, and this one hit hard to right, and a foul ball that was tagged down the line. That would have had extra bases on it. So Scituate coming out swinging. This is a team that looks like they are ready to play here today, and they want to win. So got to be ready against this Braintree team and take advantage of your opportunities. You know, Braintree's going to have plenty of base runners.
Kind of getting back to what you were saying also earlier on Scituate, and of course being a new team in this league as well, being in the championship really early on in their existence, this is good momentum for them.
Certainly a nice shot in the arm for the team to show that, hey, we're new here, but we can hang around. It's all just a bunch of kids that just want to keep playing baseball, and that's a good thing. You know, in this state, there's really good baseball in Massachusetts, and there's a lot of different players that come from different areas that can still play. This one shot to shortstop and caught for the first out. So Brennan able to go to his right to make the catch on the line drive, and the game's first out here in the first inning. So bring up the shortstop McDougal, batting right-handed. Had a chance to talk with the coach before this game, and Nice stop over there by Foley, as we'll give the Braintree defense. Get back to that point about the coach right after this. Braintree defense in the outfield. It'll be Sharkey in left with Levine in center and Garnett in right field with Turgeon at third, Brennan at shortstop, Fair at second, and Foley at first with Smith doing the catching as that's a strike from Koneski.
If I'm the pitcher right now, I'm trying to get that ground ball, get that inning-ending double play right now. Of course, they give up the leadoff hit. I'd want to get out of this inning as quick as possible right now.
Nice fastball, able to get it by him. And the defense is shaded up the middle in case of a ground ball in that direction. Short lead over at first base. We have not seen a run yet as they take off. Here's the throw to second, and the throw not in time on a bang-bang play at second. And they get into scoring position with a stolen base from Manning. So the speed was utilized as the leadoff man you mentioned got on with a little flare of a single on a broken bat. After the line out to short, now a stolen base. Looking for out number 2 though. Here is Koneski getting ready. Both sides have had a little bit of rest in between their last games. Game was rained out. That was supposed to be on Thursday, which is why this would be a potential doubleheader if Braintree did indeed lose the first game of this doubleheader. So the pitch is outside.
That we were pitched out supposed to be inside. Just missed it a little bit. Call the ball there.
Slight breeze here for first pitch. Cloudy. And that's cut on a miss on a nice pitch. Down and away, and he got him on the strikeout. So a big second out. And now we'll see if Koneski can find his way out of this first inning. Big story to watch here, TJ, would be the men left on base in a game like this. When you get your opportunities, you got to capitalize.
Yeah, exactly. You do not get a hot start like this often, especially against a team great just like Braintree. And again, must win down 1-0 in the series. That if this game, just like game 1, is a one-run game, and Braintree ends up winning, a lot of question would be the runner left on second in this inning, possibly.
So Koneski looking to get the final out here as Davidson bats, the third baseman. Batting in the cleanup spot, big cut and a miss. So runner at second with 2 down. Scituate looking to strike first. Pitch missed away. So Braintree finished the regular season 24-1. Scituate finished behind him at 16-10 in second place, and the top 2 seeds here in the Cranberry League final. Lefty ready. Wisen fires, and he missed away again. So if you look at the Cranberry League website, they have this Scituate team actually listed as the South Shore Diamond Dogs, but they go by Scituate, which is obviously on their uniform. And the pitch is in there, strike 3, down he goes, and the second strikeout of the inning as Koneski with a nice pitch on the inner half, able to freeze the hitter, and Braintree able to get out of it without any damage. So a hit and nothing more. A couple strikeouts for Koneski as the Braintree bats will be up next when we come back. Back here at Braintree High School, here ready for the bottom half of the first. It'll be Levine here to lead things off. Braintree center fielder takes the first pitch in for a strike from Scabilio. So this is a similar matchup for Scabilio, who was here at Braintree High School, must have been 2.5, 3 weeks ago, and went the distance in that game, unfortunately on the wrong side of a 1-0 game. So we'll see how Braintree fares this time around against the left-hander, who's their workhorse.
Yeah, he did end up having a team-high 28 2/3 innings for Scituate this season. Of course, 2-2 record. As you mentioned last time he was here a couple weeks ago, he was on the wrong end of a 1-0 game. which against Braintree, holding the one run, that's a win in itself, knowing how good this offense is.
You don't see many games like that at this level. Teams obviously have very good pitching, but the offense is so good at this level that you usually see a handful of runs scored, and we'll see if we see one early for the White Sox as Levine takes the pitch upstairs. Pretty good velocity here from the left-hander, and we actually have two left-handers going head-to-head here. Not just the pitcher and batter, but two pitchers, two southpaws. Koneski on the Braintree side and Scabilio here. Braintree's last game came back on Tuesday with a victory here at home against Rockland, who was a team that was the 6th seed, somehow made it that far with some really good pitching, some timely hits, and Braintree was able to take care of the 6th seed, the Cardinals from Rockland, who haven't necessarily been one of the top teams, but they had a nice run, and that's kind of how it is at this point as he takes the pitch inside, and he is on to start the table. So Levine, who is a very speedy runner, he's been kind of battling a nagging injury. He had mentioned having some sort of a heel issue, which I'm assuming those extra days of rest have really helped out.
I definitely would, because if that injury does flare up, especially with the guy with his speed on the bases, I mean, getting a walk, that's a good start for Braintree. Both teams got their leadoff guy on base. So I wouldn't be surprised if both runners do end up. Well, we had a steal earlier, and I'm predicting we could see another steal possibly in the next batter or two here.
Decent lead over at first for Levine. Again, he drew the walk to begin the inning. And a ground ball middle of the infield and a double play potential as it's over to second for one, back to first, not in time, and just able to leg it out will be Nicholson as he will get on base at first. Now is the fielder's choice. Ball wasn't really hit all that hard, but it was positioned well up the middle. So not necessarily the exchange you'd love to see if you're Braintree with the speed of Levine to get off the bases, but you're happy that it wasn't a double play ball. So Brennan, who was the hero in the last game against Scituate, a walk-off home run to right field. About 380, the home run, just over the head of the right fielder, as the pitch is foul tipped and held on to for a strike.
Right on the way the first three batters are positioned, especially against a lefty, you're having two lefties in the first three batters, especially with a pitcher like this. That is a bold strategy, having those lefty-lefty matchups.
Pitch in there for a strike. Generally, you would think about an order kind of alternating back and forth between righty-lefty. You don't generally see more left-handed hitters than right-handed hitters, but as we go down this Braintree order, we're going to see a lot more right-handed hitters. As the lefty is ready, and that one is by Brennan as he strikes out. So a pretty good pitch to a good hitter. Able to tie him up in on the hands. Braintree will get up their cleanup hitter now as Fair will bat, playing second base. Hit a home run in the win over Rockland to right center field. So Nicholson still standing there at first with now two down.
I wouldn't be shocked if we see another pitch inside just like that last one.
Off-speed pitch missed. Coach for Scituate was talking about trying to work around these Braintree power bats, but so tough. There's no easy out in this Braintree order. And you really, if you do give up runs, you're hoping that it's just going to be a single run, because Braintree can certainly score in bunches. As the pitch is hit hard to right field and in to right field past the outstretched glove of the second baseman. As Kerry could not make a play and Fair is aboard with Braintree's first hit of the game. So now 2-1 with two down. And a chance here for Foley.
Yeah, Braintree getting the bat to go in early. only bottom first. If they could strike early, I would not be shocked to see possibly another 4 or 5 runs from them during this game, knowing how good this team is offensively.
So Scituate left a man on in the top half of the inning. Braintree has 2 on here with 2 down. So if you're Scituate, you got to try and play the game of keeping the base runners off. And right now they've allowed 2 on so far here in the inning. Braintree looking to strike for the game's first run. So Nicholson over at second, Fair over at first. A hit here could give Braintree the lead. Lefty missed low.
Hey, walk in here, Hodor. Let's go, bud.
Defense very shallow in right field, but otherwise in left and center, pretty straight up.
I mean, I really wouldn't expect a hit to be going opposite field here. That's probably why the right fielder is possibly more in than the center and left fielder in case this ball does go opposite field. Good chance it might not go that far and then that'd be an easy play over and right.
So Foley looking to do some damage here with 2 outs. Looking to give Braintree the game's first run. And a ball hit up the middle into center field. As that one slows down enough, here comes Nicholson. He'll turn third, and he will score the game's first run on the RBI hit by Foley right up the middle. So Braintree does indeed strike first on a couple hits here in the inning, and they take advantage.
Alright, the offense is locked in, they're focused. They want this win today.
Certainly don't want to have to face this same team a second time. You want to take care of it and pop the champagne after this first game. As the pitch is on the corner for a strike, as Sharkey will bat here. Playing left field for the White Sox. A couple singles in the inning. Sharkey looking to use the gaps out there. There's a lot of room down the left field line. The left center as well, a lot of room there as the pitch is inside, nearly hit him. So Scabilio in some trouble here in this first inning. He's already allowed Braintree to score once, he has 2 on.
There's a lot of room up the middle, and not just the left field line. There's a pretty good gap right in between the shortstop and second baseman.
This one's blasted out of play, off the right field side. So Koneski given a run of run support early. And he'd love to see his team score more. Scabilio trying to keep Braintree here with 1 run. As Foley and Fair lead off of their respective bases at first and second. Lefty is ready, and he missed down. No advance.
The last couple pitches have been low. I think you're probably trying to raise the eye levels.
This one spoiled out of play as that one hit the light post up above and took a Karen back towards the field. It does actually happen more often than you think. So a decent crowd settling in for a noontime start. Braintree looking to win the Cranberry League with a victory here in this first game. Out to a 1-0 lead. 2 strikes now on the hitter. And Scabilio could not get him to chase. Sharkey with a good eye there. A lot of hitters go after that pitch. Looks tempting out of the hand, but obviously down towards the dirt. So the count fills. The runners will be on the move here with 2 outs. And the pitch is upstairs, and he walked him. So Scabilio could not end up getting him as he's walked his second man of the inning, and that is dangerous here to load up the bases. So Braintree with an opportunity to put up a crooked number here in this first inning. And Garnett definitely has the type of power that could leave the yard. Playing right field, batting in the 7th spot. You talked about all the lefties early for Braintree. They've now had all righties since. So the 1 and 3 hitters both left-handed. The other 7 remaining, all right-handed. And the pitch is foul tipped. Held on to by the catcher.
I definitely had the right idea with the swing, just timed it a little bit late and was able to foul tip it off.
A decent lead all the way around here. Obviously a force now at any base. 2 outs. Scabilio delivers the pitch in there for a strike. Nice pitch. These are all high-stress pitches, though. This is going to take a toll on him. He's got the full range, but it's a very tough first inning. Even if he does get out of this inning without any more further damage, he's thrown a lot of pitches and stressful pitches. The base is loaded.
And you don't want to leave bases loaded here.
And the pitch, it gets it by him as Garnett strikes out and strands. The base is loaded, so Scabilio does have his best pitch there. And he strikes out 2 in the inning, both pitchers with 2 strikeouts in the first. Braintree with the game's first run on the RBI hit by Foley as the White Sox lead 1-0 after 1. Top half of the second inning, Braintree leaving a big opportunity on the board with the bases loaded, stranding 3 men on. They do get the game's first run, though, as we head to the second. First pitch in for a strike from Konecki. As we'll see 5, 6, and 7 in the order for Scituate here in the inning. As Beach, the DH, will lead off.
Yeah, Scituate, they need to strike this inning. Definitely got lucky last inning with the 3 stranded to end last inning. Bases loaded. They were able to get the strikeout, so I'm surprised that Braintree didn't score another run or 2 that inning.
The lefty is ready, and he's able to spoil that one off. So we'll see if momentum has shifted at all with the bases loaded situation that Braintree did not capitalize on. But I do expect Braintree to battle back and continue to put men on base. It's a very tough lineup for the White Sox, and they're very resilient. Konecki missed down. He had 2 strikeouts back in the first. Pretty good stuff here early. And they were back-to-back Ks to the 3 and 4 hitter. Konecki ready, and that pitch just missed off the plate. Pretty good pitch, just a little bit high.
Definitely a good pitch, just missed the top of the zone there. He definitely wants that back.
Weak ground ball back towards the mound. Konecki able to handle it, and the underhanded flip in time. He had a little laugh as he saw that ball was a little bit tougher than he expected, but did make the nice play and gets the underhanded flip over to first for the first out here of the inning. So Beach is retired, here to lead things off in the second inning. So another left-handed hitter. This will be Fisher, their first baseman, as he takes the pitch for a strike. 1 hit so far for Scituate. It was a leadoff broken bat single into center field. Since Konecki has really had him off balance just like he did there. Had him out in front of that pitch.
That was a good pitch there. There is almost no way you would have been able to get that off balance, even if you were swinging at that with an oar.
And that's in for strike 3 and another strikeout.
Got him looking.
So his third. Really nasty stuff early for Konecki. Haven't seen him pitch a ton here this year, but Braintree has just so much pitching, so deep with their depth, and we'll see how long he'll go into this game as the pitch is down. 2 quick outs as the White Sox looking to put them down in order. Braintree will have 8, 9, and 1 in their order in the bottom half of the second inning, as this one hit hard to left field but is hooking foul.
Definitely got some good wood on that. Just hooked a little bit too much to the left. And instead of it possibly being a single, maybe a double, just a long foul ball.
Koneski is ready, winds and fires in, this time missed outside. Koneski, one of the veteran pitchers on this team. And he's ready. This is spoiled out of play. So Braintree jumping out to the 1-0 lead. Definitely could have had more, but they are happy where they stand. The 2 outs and the base is clear here in the second. And the off-speed pitch just outside off the mitt of Smith.
Now Smith, with some of these pitches low, he's been doing a great job blocking them, make sure they have not gone to the backstop.
Right back to the rubber. Working very quickly is Koneski, and a ground ball middle of the infield. This will be Brennan as the ball stays down, and an easy play to end the inning. So a nice accurate play to end the frame. 1, 2, 3 goes Scituate here in the top half of the second. Again, Braintree will have 8, 9, and 1 in the bottom half of the second with a 1-0 lead. We'll be back. Bottom half of the second inning as Smith getting ready for his first plate appearance, the Braintree catcher. Braintree with 2 hits back in the first inning. The RBI by Foley. Right now the difference in the game as the pitch is in for a strike. So Scabilio's got to be a lot more efficient here in the second inning if he wants to have a long outing here in this game. Braintree with some long toss going on. Looks like some relievers starting to warm. I didn't think Koneski would necessarily have a full reign. I don't know how stretched out he is to go a full game.
I mean, there is a possible doubleheader, so maybe for later, trying to save the energy of some starters for later, that could possibly be why there's a little bit of action going on in the Braintree bullpen at the moment. I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case. I mean, right now they do have a 1-0 lead, but I mean, momentum has, I mean, it can swing easily. We are only in the second inning right now.
Pitch is hit hard out to left field. He got underneath it a little bit as Smith will be the first out here of the inning on the fly out to left. So it'll be the third baseman Turgeon batting ninth. Trying to get the inning going for the White Sox. As we see a little bit of action maybe starting to go in the Scituate bullpen. See some goal players going over in that direction as the pitch is outside. The better question will be, how does either side respond the second time through the order, which will be up next. See how Scabilio responds to the second time through the Braintree order, and see how the hitters act the second time around as the pitch is in there for a strike.
Definitely good pitch inside there. Had the hitter guessing, had no idea if that was going to be low and in or possibly high and in. Ball went right in the middle there.
And he gets by him on the strike. Big swing. Scabilio ready, and he does get it by him for another strikeout. So that'll be the third strikeout now for Scabilio. Well, other than that first inning, had the really rough stretch in between the 4, 5, 6 hitters, but did get out with minimal damage. Now we'll see if he has gained some momentum from it. Again, the White Sox and Scituate played a 1-0 game in favor of Braintree the last time they played here at home.
Although back to the top of the order, got the back-to-back lefties. I mean, last time up was a walk, and then there was a fielder's choice immediately following it. That was last inning already. Braintree, not even 3 innings in, they were able to get around back to the leadoff spot.
Pitch on the way is inside as Levine, who again did draw that walk you mentioned, and unfortunately was retired on the fielder's choice, but we'll see if he can get on and make something happen on the bases. He's a very good hitter, has a very good eye as well. And the pitch is popped out of play. So the White Sox were able to get Scituate 1, 2, 3 in the top half of this inning. And Scituate now trying to do the same. Scabilio's got the first 2. And at this stage of the game, you really can't afford to make many mistakes if you are Scituate in a win-or-go-home situation. As that pitch just missed, a close pitch down in the lower half of the zone. And a little smile there from Levine. That was a close pitch.
Yeah, definitely looked like he was trying to go low and away there. Just missed the bottom part of the zone for a strike there.
And the pitch is spoiled back. So good at bat here from Levine. Braintree, like you said, is now on to their second time through the order. So no real continued throwing in the Braintree bullpen, but definitely some action was warming and just loosening, I guess, if you want to put that word out there. Another foul ball. Good at bat here. Making him throw a lot of extra pitches. And he's been a tough out. Really has been all season. Top the Braintree order. Nicholson hoping he'll get a chance next. His time is called. We've really had some crazy weather here at Braintree High School during this Cranberry League season. Especially towards the end of the season. Just so many rainouts, so many games that have either started or stopped and had to be canceled due to rain, as this one is again inside and he's drawn now his second walk. So it's really a unique skill atop the order to really be that patient and have that good of an eye, and now drawing his second walk. And with 2 outs in the inning, I'd almost be shocked if he didn't take an opportunity to try and steal.
Yeah, I mean, Allen, he does have a lot of speed. Last time around, really didn't get a chance to since it was a fielder's choice, only a couple pitches in. So now second time through the order, I wouldn't be shocked if I see a little more off speed, and that goes to the backstop.
Well, now no stolen base needed. He'll get to second for free. And that's a tough break. Both catchers have been pretty good early in this game, and that's a big mistake. Tough to tell from here, from this angle, if that was more on the catcher or that ball was just wild, but I think that's when you need to stop if you're the catcher this level. In a game of this magnitude, you really can't afford to give that extra base up, as the pitch missed high that time. So Nicholson looking for a timely 2-out hit.
Although I've certainly been seeing this from Scituate's pitcher. Most of the time when he's been doing off-speed, the pitches have been low, and a lot of his fastballs have been either inside or they've been high and away.
Right fielder tracking over and makes the catch in foul territory to end the inning. So the White Sox get a base runner, but nothing more in the second inning. So the White Sox still holding on to a 1-0 lead as we head to the third. So back here at Braintree High School as we are ready for the third inning to begin. First pitch, a strike. So Koneski back out for a third inning of work. He had a breeze of a second inning. And the pitch again in for a strike. So it'll be 8-9-1 in the order for Scituate here in the third inning. And the pitch is by him as he strikes him out. Fourth strikeout for Koneski, who's got his stuff working here today.
He definitely was working the batter there too, because each pitch he just kept climbing the ladder, then got him high fastball right by him.
Anytime you can get that pitch up around the letters of the hitter, it's a tough pitch to really catch up to up top. So the defense playing back for the White Sox here with one out and nobody on, has that one by him as well. So a lot of swing and misses early in this game for Scituate.
Yeah, they've already had this at bat, 2 pitches low. Wouldn't be shocked to see one eye level here.
As he tried to go back to a similar spot away, trying to go low on him, but didn't get the chase. And that one spoiled off, right off the mask of Smith back behind the plate.
I was definitely looking for that strikeout pitch there. Batter just barely got it, and then it went to the backstop there. So this at bat will continue right now.
So after the leadoff single back in the first to begin the game on the Bloop broken bat single, Koneski has now since retired 7 in a row as the pitch is away. Has not walked anybody. He has fanned 4 to this point in the game. Koneski is ready, and that's in there for another strike. As down on strike he goes, and he gets Fisher looking on a good pitch on the inner part of the plate. Looks like some sort of a tailing fastball. Maybe a two-seamer. Working back towards the inner part of the plate. And Scituate really having a lot of trouble getting good reads off these pitches from Koneski, who's had him off balance here through the first almost 3 innings now. So the bases are clear with 2 down. Again, 8 in a row now retired. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning. As the pitch just below the knees on a good spot. So Braintree looking to close things out here in this opening game to try and end and win the Cranberry League final in the process, as that one spoiled out of play. Cloudy day here today, no sunshine, and really no wind now.
It had a little bit of wind earlier. Now certainly no wind from where we are.
As this one hit pretty well out to right field, but over his Garnett as it plays with the wind a little. And he makes the catch to end the inning. That one had to make him go a long way as it carried out there in deep right field, but he makes the catch, and 1-2-3, they go. So Braintree will bat here with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the third right after this. Bottom of the third, as Brennan leads things off. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Braintree order. Brennan, who struck out back in his only plate appearance back in the first, looking for a better approach this time. Scabilio back out for another inning of work. And the pitch is low. Been a handful of pitches that look pretty close that have not gone either side's way. It seems like the bottom half of that zone has been rather small.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is the bottom part of the plate, well, when it comes to the umpire, it's been kind of smaller, but inside it's been a little bit more bigger, both inside and a little bit away.
Pitch is spoiled out of play. At least if it's going to be a small zone on the lower part, at least it's got to be consistent, which it seems to be, which is all you can ask for, as that one missed outside. So Brennan looking to find his way on. Braintree had a leadoff man on in the first inning, and they've had a base runner in for each of the first 2 innings so far. And now they have another leadoff man on. So the walks have really been a problem for Scituate here in this game. That's really something that has allowed the Braintree offense to get going. That's his 4th walk that he's now surrendered.
Yeah, I mean, that it definitely looked like he tried to change his approach from the first inning, which I get, but you cannot be walking the leadoff batter, especially in this case scenario. You need to win this game, and you've already walked 4, and we're already in the bottom 3rd.
First pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. So Fair, who singled to right field, right through the first and second base gap. See if Brennan makes something happen on the bases. He's also got some speed as the throw is in his direction.
Yeah, keeping an eye on the runner there, which in this case scenario, you need a double play ball. Need to throw something low and in for the batter to roll over.
As that one's by him. So a couple strikes now. Very versatile hitter here. We've seen him play first and second for the White Sox here so far this season. As the pitch is down in the dirt, and that's a nice play by the catcher, blocking that one with his shoulder, keeping it in front of him. Makes a big difference, and like you said, keeps the double play potential in order.
Oh, that was a good eye by the catcher there. He had a ball go by him last inning, where right in between his legs to the backstop, which had Allen advance to second base.
And the pitch is upstairs.
Tried climbing the ladder there. Batter did not bite there.
Braintree holding on to a 1-0 lead, but looking to do some more damage here in this 3rd inning. Looks like Brennan really wants to go as the pitch, just missed inside.
He definitely was looking for the inside part of the zone, low and inside, just missed it.
It was a pretty good pitch. See if he can clean one out. Runner is going on the pitch, and he missed again, and he missed bad. So back-to-back walks here to begin the inning, and unfortunate for Scituate here in the biggest game of the season. He's now walked his 5th. They're really just playing with fire right now, TJ. If you're going to beat a team like Braintree, who's only lost 1 game all season, you're not going to beat them walking this many guys, and certainly not going to win by throwing this many pitches early.
Yeah, I mean, we are only 3 innings in and already pretty high pitch count for him. So I wouldn't be shocked that if this is possibly his last inning of work. I would not be surprised there. Already high pitch count, walked 5 batters. Already on a short leash as it is. Leash is getting shorter and shorter by the batter.
Meeting is going to be broken up by the home plate umpire. As Braintree with a good opportunity here. You wonder, with the first 2 on, is this a sacrifice situation here in a 1-0 game? I know Braintree is a very good power hitting team, but you wonder if head coach Thompson wants to try and bring both runners into scoring position.
I mean, you already have a lot of power and you have a lot of speed. So if there's a sacrifice, you should be able to move the batters to second and third. You got a lot of speed on the base pass right now.
Pitch is high and away. No sight of a sacrifice potential there. So both base runners have been walked, as now we'll see some action starting again in the bullpen for Scituate. Foley right now responsible for the game's only run, the RBI hit back in the first, as this one's popped back and out of play. Pretty healthy cut there. So not really that surprised with Foley up and already having that RBI hit that he's not sacrificing, but you wonder in a game like this, maybe if it's later, you play for that extra run, insurance run, but early in the game you get the pitcher on the ropes, you don't want to give him an out. That's the mindset maybe that head coach Thompson's thinking.
Yeah, that would be the mindset. I wouldn't be surprised there. You have the first two batters on, and I would not be surprised that if he does have the green light to try to possibly hit one to left center.
So you really got to take advantage now if you're Braintree, though. You've been handed a couple walks to begin this inning. Now looking to take advantage with the bat. First and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Braintree with a 1-0 lead, but they're threatening here in the inning. And the pitch is again upstairs, and he's really having trouble finding the strike zone.
As like I was saying a little bit ago, short leash is getting shorter. You do not want to walk this guy. As it is, bases loaded, no out. That would just be pouring gasoline on an already burning inferno. You do not want to do that.
Pitch on the way, and he missed outside, and he's now walked at the bases loaded. Certainly not something that you want to see either in this game. Is the pitching really let you down? But it's hard because you want to be careful with these Braintree hitters, but that's being way too careful. You got to come after some of these guys, and now walking the bases loaded. You talked about playing with fire. This is certainly playing with fire. Bases are loaded. Braintree with the bases juice without the benefit of a hit. And now an opportunity to really open this one wide open.
And definitely a hit past the infield. That will at least score one, maybe score two.
Well, the infield coming in at the corners. If you're going to bring the infield in, I thought you would bring it all the way in, but I think they might be trying to play for a double play up the middle, hoping to give up a run and take the two outs. So Sharkey, who walked his only time up there, looking for his second at bat. So 6 walks surrendered by Scabilio, and he might be on his final hitter if he doesn't get him. So the lefty is ready, winds and fires, and he gets it by him. So it's all about, for him, throwing strikes. I mean, he's got good stuff, but if you don't throw strikes at this level, the hitters will not chase it most of the time.
Yeah, only rare instances that they would be chasing it. Depending on what type of hitter they're, if they're a pull hitter, most of the time they would be trying to chase that.
And he's able to climb the ladder and strike out Sharkey, so Scabilio really needed to strike out, and he got it. So Braintree, who did have the bases loaded back in the first, did not score with that bases loaded situation. Braintree has stranded 4 so far through the first 2 innings, and they have 3 more on. Game of opportunity here, as Garnett looking to atone for a strikeout his first time that ended the first inning. That came with the bases loaded, so both times up with the bases juiced. See if he can take advantage this time. First pitch in for a strike.
Go, James. Come on, man.
So Braintree with an excellent opportunity to add some insurance here and give Koneski, who has gone 3 innings with a 1-0 advantage, a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, I mean, second time this game you have the bases loaded. First time was with 2 outs. This time you had it with no outs. Already have 1 strikeout. You do not want this batter to strike out again or possibly go into a double play. You do not want to blow 1 but 2 bases loaded opportunities. Those would be some big missed chances for Braintree there.
So here we go. As Garnett steps back in. He's got a couple strikes on him. Just looking to put the ball in play, though. Cannot afford a strikeout. as he is ready with the pitch, and he does indeed strike him out at the lower half of the zone, as Scabilio somehow has all of a sudden righted the ship and has since struck out 2 in a row after walking 3 straight. So that's 2 at-bats for Garnett, and both have ended in strikeouts. So this will take something here from Smith. If this inning is to come up with something, he's going to have to come through here. Cannot leave this opportunity on the board. But you have to, if you're thinking about one thing positive, you've driven the pitch count up, and you really wonder how much more Scabilio has left in the tank.
I mean, been a long inning for him. Certainly hoping that this inning gets longer for them rather than shorter, because you want to score a run or 2 here.
This one popped back and out of play. So Smith, who's really been hitting the ball pretty well. Unfortunate for him, though, the ball has not stayed in fair territory. A couple hits last game that we saw here against Rockland. He hit a home run to left field, but it was just over the scoreboard and left, but foul. And he pulled one to left last time, as that pitch is a strike on the outside corner. So now Scabilio just a pitch away from maybe getting out of this inning without any damage against him somehow. Braintree has stranded 4 so far, but in a game like this, you hope that the White Sox can come up with that timely hit. Had plenty of chances. And the pitch, and this one driven out to right center field. It's going to be caught by the right fielder, and somehow Scituate gets out of a bases loaded, nobody out situation. You don't see that very often against these White Sox hitters. 2 strikeouts and a flyout to end the frame, as Braintree's left 7 on now through 3. As we head to the 4th, the White Sox clinging to a 1-0 lead. Top of the 4th inning here in the Cranberry League Championship game. The White Sox out to a 1-0 lead, but they've had a lot of missed opportunities in this game. 2 bases loaded situations. They've left 7 on through the first 3. As we'll see 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Scituate. See if they can change the tide of this game. They've had their pitcher really go about as far as he could after walking 3 last inning. Somehow got out of the inning without any runs.
Yeah, I'm still surprised how, I mean, he went from bases loaded, no outs, then he retires 3 straight, 2 strikeouts, and a flyout. And he was already on a short leash as it was with the bases loaded. Had a mound visit last
He was pretty much down to his final hitter, I would have thought, at the time, too, and was able to get everybody after the mound visit. As the lefty is ready, and did he go after that pitch? No, he did not.
Yeah, one of the first games this year that we've had the umpire at third. We normally have had the one behind the plate and near first and second. Definitely helps with the third umpire there. Was able to hold up.
Carrera here, batting in the 2 spot, a weak little pop-up on the infield as Brennan back a couple steps onto the grass to make the catch for the first out. Couple little raindrops starting to come down here.
Hopefully nothing major. Hopefully it's just a few drops and then it just goes by.
Pitch a strike. So McDougal, who was the first strikeout of Konecki back in the first inning, will get his second look at him now. Scituate has not had many men on base in this game, as this one's spoiled back and out of play. They've had just 1 base runner, and that was the leadoff man to begin the game. Konecki has retired 10 straight hitters. And the pitch is cut on and missed, just a nasty pitch as he strikes him out. McDougal down for the 2nd time on strikes, and that is strikeout number 6 for Konecki.
Ever since the leadoff hit in the first, he's been just on fire for Braintree.
First pitch popped up and out of play. So I think one of the best things for fielders is to see your pitcher throw strikes, which is exactly what Koneski has done. But on the other side, it must be tough to be out there with so many extra pitches being thrown behind the Scituate pitcher, as that one cut on and missed. So Koneski looking to potentially finish off this inning. This might be his last batter. As he winds and fires, and a pop-up on the infield. As Fair over to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 they go. 12 straight set down by Koneski, pitching masterfully out there for the White Sox as they have a 1-0 lead heading to the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth inning. 9, 1, and 2 in the Braintree order here against the first reliever out of the bullpen. Turgeon first pitch swinging, and a fly ball out to left field, and the left fielder will make the catch. Finally, somebody deciding to take charge out there. You saw the shortstop, left fielder, and right or center fielder all converging to try and make the play, and ultimately it was the left fielder able to make the play as Fisher puts the ball away for the first out. So a good start for the pitcher.
That was ended badly for them. I mean, you have 2 infields and 2 outfields trying to get it. Last thing you want is the ball to land in between all 4 of them.
Ready is ready and delivers a strike. And a ground ball rolled over foul, as Peters now into the game in relief. So a fly out to left field to begin the inning. Braintree's had a base runner in all of the first 3 innings. Trying to make something start here in this fourth. All against Peters now, as this one's popped back and out of play. No play for the catcher.
Peters only played 4 games for Scituate during the season, though in his 4 games, strong outings, 4-0 record with a 1.11 ERA.
Definitely a shutdown reliever for them. Somebody that they can count on in key moments like this, trying to keep it a close game. As the pitch is inside right now, though, I think even though that was erased, that was on the mound, Scabilio, I think you really had to take him out. I mean, he wasn't throwing strikes. He didn't really have good stuff when you're walking that many guys. I mean, obviously he did get out of some big spots as Levine lines this one to left field, and Fisher again comes in to make the catch. So some solid contact there, but unfortunate that the placement of the left fielder was right there. So the first time now Levine has been retired on a fly out after walking the first 2 times.
Or it might be a quick inning. That's what Scituate needs. Nice quick inning pitching-wise, especially with all the walks that they've given out this game.
So a strike to Nicholson. The first 2 have been retired here in the bottom of the fourth, and a big swing and a miss. So again, the 2 sides did play that 1-0 game back about 3 weeks ago here at home, and this one has similar makings as this one's popped up and out of play. A high pop up there by Nicholson. Looking to put a charge into a baseball here. Defense back all the way around now with 2 strikes. Braintree trying to get something started here in the fourth. And this one lined to deep right field. Continuing to go as the right fielder tracking back and makes the catch. So Braintree not able to get anything here in the fourth, and for the first time they go in order here in the inning. So we head to the fifth, still a 1-0 lead for Braintree. Top half of the 5th inning. Koneski back out for another inning of work. A little bit surprising to see him continue. I mean, not surprising in the fact how dominant he's been, but surprised that he's gone this far into the game. He doesn't generally go that many innings when he does pitch, but he's been efficient when he's been out there, so that is definitely a good sign. This is another strike on a foul. And at this point, he's now gotten the last 12 hitters after a leadoff single to begin the game. 5, 6, 7 hitters in the inning as Beach knocks it back and out of play again. White Sox, for the first time in the game, did not have a base runner in the 4th inning. They have stranded the bases loaded twice, but TJ, they've gotten their opportunities, just haven't taken advantage, and now you're seeing some very good pitching. We'll see how this game plays out the rest of the way.
Yeah, definitely Braintree's had chances to add on to their lead. Only 1 run through now 4 innings. Top 5th right now. I thought right now they'd have probably 2 or 3, possibly more than that, based on how many chances that they've had and that they just haven't executed it.
So another strikeout as that one is looking, and Beach down on strikes. That is strikeout number 7 for Koneski, who has been absolutely brilliant on the mound in this game. And the pitch, that's down just a little bit low. Pretty good spot there down at the knees, and we've talked about that not being called a strike all game, so it has been consistent, although in my opinion that is a strike, but not being called that way as the ball is rolled over for a foul ball. So this is Fisher, who struck out looking in his only plate appearance. Plays first base. And the off-speed pitch rolled over to first base, his counterpart, as this will be Foley to make the play, and there are very quickly 2 outs. So this game going by quickly, obviously being a pitcher's duel. Even though Braintree's had all those opportunities, it's still been a 1-0 game to this point. The number of runs Braintree scored this season has been off the charts, but their pitching has been that much better. They've been so good, and they've let up so few runs as the pitch is knocked out of play.
Definitely some distance on that ball, just foul actually right over us.
That one missed outside. So Koneski continuing to breeze through this Scituate order, looking for 5 shutout innings. As he's ready, and this one's knocked out of play again. This has really been a masterful performance by Koneski on the mound. He's just been mixing up his pitches, and he's got a lot of strikeouts. Very few balls in this game have been hit hard off the bat by Scituate. The White Sox looking to close the door here on the Cranberry League title. 7-inning game as Koneski missed down. The Legion baseball season coming to a close with a loss to Milton in a double elimination tournament as well, after losing that game here at home that we were here for. And that's in, strike 3, and down he goes. And 2 strikeouts for Koneski here in the inning as he fanned 8 through 5 innings of shutout ball. Koneski getting some fist pumps on the way through as he has been awesome here in this game, and the White Sox now looking to add some runs to the total when they get a chance in the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning as the pitch is in for a strike. So this will be 3, 4, and 5 in the Braintree order with Brian leading things off. He has struck out and walked in this game. Braintree's been handed a lot of good opportunities in this game, but just have not been able to take full advantage. They do have the lead, but it's just a 1-0 game. Unfortunate for Scituate that they haven't been able to really get anything going of their own. This one right by the first baseman on a hut shot, right past the glove of the first baseman, Fisher. Fisher, unfortunate, wasn't able to get his body in front of it and slow it down, and that opens the door for Braintree to get a man on, a leadoff man on.
The Braintree's manager before the bottom of the fifth, he was saying that they've had their chances, they just need to execute on them. But they've had 2 bases loaded opportunities that they squandered in the first and third innings. Definitely could be a much bigger lead than they have now.
So Brennan leading at first base has the pitch on the way to fair, and no contact that time. He has been on base both times with a single and a walk. And the pitch is knocked back off the backstop. So it's only a matter of time, though, before this Braintree offense really does explode for a big inning, because they're going to be continuing to take good approaches. There's no easy out in this Braintree order. Peters into another inning of work, able to get Braintree 1-2-3 back in the 4th inning. And this one's popped out of play, another hard hit ball, and another ball caroming off of the light stanchion. Fisher holding on the base runner at first. Braintree with the leadoff man on the single by Brennan right down the right field line, past the first baseman. And the pitch, and that one's off the plate. So this would be a timely spot for Fair to really come through with a big hit. Try and give the offense a jolt.
Definitely last pitch had a good idea. Definitely was going inside, just missed the strike zone a little bit. That was calling the ball.
That was a hanging breaking ball that missed. Looking for something he can drive. And the pitch, and he does get it by him this time. Big swing. First time he's been retired. And the first out here of the 5th. So you got the top 2 teams in the Cranberry League going head-to-head in the Cranberry League final. The 1 and 2 seed. They were the best 2 teams all season long, and really no surprise to see them here in the finals. But Braintree looking to get the better of them for the second time here in the postseason. As Peters is ready with the baseball, and the pitch missed high. So Foley here in the game has been on as well both times with an RBI, the only RBI hit of the game, back in the 1st inning, and walked last time.
I'm just looking at the runner at first, making sure he didn't have an idea to try to steal there.
Hey, Honor, come on, babe.
I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen from Peters so far here in his inning plus of relief. He's been throwing strikes, and he's been keeping the Braintree hitters off balance. The biggest thing is throwing strikes. He has 6 walks surrendered by Scabilio, but he has come in and really kept the Braintree hitters off balance, and he's really pounded the zone.
I was mentioning about him earlier, how even though he played only 4 games, low ERA certainly was keeping the hitters at bay, that the games he was in during the season.
It's a little start and stop from Brennan. Last pitch. We'll see if he tries to take off this time. As the right-hander is ready. Long wait in between pitches, and he missed upstairs.
Tried to get him chased upstairs. Didn't work there. I would not be surprised if he tries to go right back to that.
Pretty close play over at first base as they check on over on the base runner. So Peters is getting ready. And the pitch missed badly upstairs, nearly hit him. And I'm surprised Foley didn't try and lean that shoulder in on him. Take that one right off the arm. They're trying to get on base for the third time here in the game. Braintree looking for a big insurance run. The runner takes off, and the off-speed pitch is drilled to deep left field as that one's hanging up in the air for a while. And the left fielder nearly overruns it, but makes the catch. So back-to-back outs after a leadoff single by Brennan. And now I think you almost have to give him a chance to give him at least 1 or 2 pitches to try and steal a bag here with 2 outs.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see the runner in motion here.
Got to get a chance. Try and get into scoring position. Give yourself an opportunity with a single to score that run. And he does go. First pitch, ground ball hit to the right side of the infield with the base runner on the move. It finds the open spot. And with the base runner on the move, that took the second baseman out of position and could not handle the ball. And it turns into an infield hit. So Braintree does get another base runner on. First hit for Sharkey as he's on base for the second time. And now it puts Garnett up there with another excellent opportunity. He's been up with 2 bases loaded spots, now with 2 on. Can't really ask for a better opportunity to atone here with 2 men on. Braintree could try to open this one up, see him hit one for a double or something like that, as this one's popped back and out of play. I got to give credit to Scituate, though, in this game. When it looked like they were kind of down and out after walking the bases loaded, it looked like Braintree was going to really open a big lead up, but they weren't able to do it, and Scituate's hanging in there. But there are 2 outs and 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th. As Peters winds and fires, and Garnett knocks it back and out of play.
I wouldn't be surprised to see possibly a breaking ball here because we already had 2 fastballs. Also a little more action from the Scituate bullpen, it looks like, getting another guy warmed up.
Fastball missed away. There's a big spot in this game, both ways. Braintree can cash on, they can open up a couple run lead. If Scituate gets out of it, they keep themselves within 1 swing of the bat. Really need Garnett to come through here in this spot. And a ground ball hit to third base. The third baseman makes the stop, makes the throw, and Braintree again strands a couple more on. So Braintree now is left 9 on through the first 5 innings, as Garnett's had a tough day at the plate, 0 for 3. As we head back to the 6th, and it is Koneski again continuing to head back to the mound. Top 6, first pitch is down and away, 4-1. So Koneski, who has pitched 5 shutout innings to this point, back out for another inning of work with 8 strikeouts. Just the 1 hit allowed, as that pitch is a strike. 8-9 one-hitters here for Scituate in the 6th. Hasn't allowed a hit since the first batter he faced, as this one is hit hard into left field. So Kerry from the 8 spot delivers.
Like, you jinxed it.
Koneski back in for a little surprise of an inning of work. I know he is one of the top talents, sometimes out of the Braintree bullpen, but he doesn't usually pitch this deep into games, so I am surprised. But he's been really good. I mean, obviously tough to take out as a pitcher, or as a coach, tough to take him out, but see what he can do here. They are sacrificing. It goes towards the mound, and the sacrifice is successful as the tying run now moves over to second base. So Scituate, knowing that they have an opportunity here to maybe get on the scoreboard after a leadoff single and a sacrifice. This is another reason why, as a coach in a tight game, you play for the percentages of a sacrifice. You hope that that'll give you an opportunity to maybe push across a run by getting the runner into scoring position. So Fisher gets the bunt down. And now it brings up the top of the order for the third time. So Manning here in the game has singled and also has flied out. So he's got one of the two hits now for Scituate. The tying run standing at second base. And the pitch is a strike.
It definitely looked like he wanted to swing, but that might have been a strike regardless.
So Konecki, for the first time since the first inning, in a little bit of trouble. Off-speed pitch, down and in.
Definitely a good pitch to try to get the bat of the chase there. Hard breaking ball with the bottom given out on it. Surprised he didn't chase that.
Konecki ready, and this one hit hard out to right field. That's going to be a tough ball to catch, and can't make the play as Garnett goes into the outstretched dive. The runner coming around, and he will score the tying run. The throw to third, and the throw gets away as the base runner coming around, and he will score. As Scituate goes ahead, as that turns into a around the bases inside the park home run with the throwing error obviously capped in there. Obviously, you can't necessarily fault Garnett there out in right field. He tried to go into the outstretched dive, but that ball was a little bit out of his reach. And if he plays that one in front of him, it's just a single. And now Braintree's going to have to fight from behind for the first time in this game. As this one is popped up on the infield, it'll be Brennan back on the grass to make the catch. And the momentum shifting to the opponent as Scituate has taken their first lead of the game.
Very rare you see Braintree down. Thought at least if I got some grass, we would have tied it up. Then a wild throw at third. Runners scoring there. And now Braintree was 6 outs after this to try to tie it.
It's actually kind of ironic. This is the way the season was last year for Braintree, where they actually trailed after 6 innings and had to tie it in the 7th and go ahead and win. So they're not making it easy for themselves, but this is a game you got really nobody else to blame but yourselves. If you're Braintree right now, at this point, you're thinking about all the opportunities you've had, the number of missed chances, but still plenty of time left in this game. You talked about 2 more at-bats. Braintree's got 2 more times in the 6th and the 7th if needed. As Konecki winds and fires, and he gets it by him. Braintree will have 8, 9, and 1 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Again, if Braintree does lose this game, they would have a chance to play another one because they have not been beaten yet here in this double elimination tournament, but you don't want to get in that direction as that's cut on and missed, and Konecki finds his way through this 6th inning, but unfortunate for him, 2 runs were pushed across, and Braintree for the first time trailing here today 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning, and a brand new game now on our hands as for the first time Braintree trails here today 2-1 as the RBI triple from Manning, and then he came around to score in the throwing error to take the lead. So Braintree will have 8, 9, and 1. Smith 0 for 2 here so far. 2 flyouts, 1 to left, 1 to right, and the pitch is just off the plate.
Yeah, very rare you see Braintree down. They had a very strong game going. Leadoff hitter was able to get on, got 2 outs, and then that happened.
Ball down in the dirt. So Peters right now in line for a victory out of the bullpen, but he's still got a long way to go in order to secure a win in this game. Braintree is not going to make it easy for him. Pitch, and that one missed outside. Right now, if you are Braintree, one swing of the bat ties the game. You get a man on, and one swing could put you ahead. So this is a team that has a lot of power, a lot of dangerous hitters.
Yeah, all it takes right now is a bloop and a blast for them to get the lead back.
Off-speed pitch drops in there for a strike. Good pitch from Peters. He thought that was strike 3. He was spinning around thinking that was a 3rd strike. So the righty is ready, and a ground ball hit weakly on the infield. It's going to be a tough play. Shortstop coming over, makes the throw, and he makes a nice play. That looked like it was going to be some trouble off the bat, but turned into a rather nice play from the shortstop. Biggest part of this game, though, is Braintree's made one error and Scituate's made none. So, I mean, that's kind of been the story.
Yeah, definitely been. That's the main part, because that one error resulted, and now the go-ahead run for Scituate coming across the plate.
So let's see the resiliency that Braintree will show here, with one out so far here in the 6th inning, trailing by a run. And that one's grounded foul by Turgeon. He has struck out and flied out, so he's 0 for 2. Braintree's got a very good bench if they at some point want a pinch hitter or a pinch runner. But right now, you had mentioned just try and find somebody to get on base. If Turgeon gets on, I wouldn't be surprised if he's run 4 here. Try and get some speed out there. Turgeon talking about this really being his last go-around here with the White Sox as a player, as this one is knocked foul. Foul ball stopped by third base coach and head coach P.J. Thompson, trying to get his team either tied or ahead in this inning. Off speed, and he gets it by him. So Turgeon strikes out. And this would really make it interesting if this does indeed go to another game after this. It would be a winner-take-all scenario. It would put a lot of pressure on Braintree. Scituate's the team that's kind of playing from behind, knowing that they really have nothing to lose here. They have to win this game, and they'd have to win a second. So Braintree with some pressure on them now with a 1-run deficit.
Yeah, always dangerous when you're playing a team with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Scituate is just taking advantage of that.
Ground ball through the right side, as that'll put Levine on. So Levine has been a very good hitter. He's now been on base for the 3rd time, 2 walks and a single. And now Nicholson looking for a hit. He's 0 for 3. He's due for something here. And he definitely has that type of power to potentially take one out of the yard. So again, Braintree does have that opportunity to potentially go ahead with one swing.
Yeah, that's certainly on his mind. Just go a yard here, take the lead. So right now, he'd probably want to find some grass since he has not gotten on the board yet, 0 for 3. You need to get on base here, because if not, that bottom of the 7th, back to square one. Lead could still possibly be 1, or Scituate could extend it.
Right now, I think if you're Braintree, though, I think you take a gamble here with 2 outs and try and get that base runner to second base, needing just a single to score him. And Levine does have really good speed, so I think you got to give yourself a chance. He starts and stops as the pitch is inside. So Nicholson looking to get something going here as Braintree trails 2-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cranberry League final, but it would go a second game if needed. If Braintree does lose, as the throw is over to first base, which is not in time. They're really keeping a close eye on Levine, and for good reason. He's obviously the leadoff hitter, and he's one of their fastest runners. This has been a well-played game by both sides. And the runner goes as that one's spoiled out of play. So Levine will have to retrace his steps back to first.
Yeah, he definitely got a good jump there. That if that was in play, he definitely would have made it to third on the hit and run attempt.
We'll see how much he's got left in the tank, though, after taking off that last pitch. Good hitters count for Nicholson. He's looking to get something going here and do some damage. Not going this time, and the pitch is upstairs. So this could put a Braintree opportunity with 2 on if he finds his way on, and it'll put up Brennan at the dish. You would hope that with this number of opportunities, it's only a matter of time before a Braintree hitter comes through with a big moment. And the pitch is cut on and missed. He was going for the fence there on that one. So that will fill up the count. The runner will be off on the pitch with 2 outs. Nicholson again 0 for 3, but it only takes 1. Runner goes, and the pitch, and it's knocked out of play. It was right on it. So that's the second time now that Levine has had to go back to first after taking off on the pitch. And he's going to take his time and get a little energy back. So Braintree does have a reliever throwing right now, and that's probably for the bottom, or the top half of the 7th, excuse me. Here in a 2-1 game in favor of the visitors, Scituate over Braintree here. As Levine goes, and this one hit hard just over the head of head coach Thompson down the third baseline.
Yeah, right idea there. He got good wood on it, just hooked it a little bit and foul there.
So long at bat here from Nicholson, and he got the off-speed pitch. He waited for it, but just a little bit early, and he hooked it. Levine will try it again, taking off on the 3-2. If we see another base runner, it'll be an opportunity for Brennan. And the pitch is down, and he wins the at-bat. So this gives Braintree the opportunity with 2 on for Brennan, who was the hero in the victory over Scituate last time. And the head coach knows that. He was actually talking to me before this game, talking about that hit. The walk-off hit by Brennan, as Braintree won 7-6 in that game, and they obviously want to keep a careful eye on him. So they're going to have a quick meeting here. It'll just be the coach, pitcher, and catcher, as Brennan, obviously a dangerous threat here in this Braintree order. He has reached base twice, singling, walking, and striking out. So TJ, this is really a spot. If you are Brennan, this is the time to take advantage and try and tie this game up.
Yeah, I mean, though this series has come through in clutch situations, he's been awfully quiet today. So this is the time for him to make some noise.
Time to make some noise and time to potentially tie the score. A base hit here would maybe tie this game up. Anything in the gap could give Braintree the lead. See what Brennan can do. After the first 2 were retired, a single and a walk. And Brennan first pitch over to shortstop and a ground ball. The throw across is in time, and he is retired on the first pitch he sees as Braintree strands 2 more. That's been the story here today. 11 men left on through the first 6 as we head to the 7th inning. It is going to be Koneski heading back out there, at least to start, here in the 7th, and Braintree will have 4, 5, and 6 in the bottom half, down by a run. Top of the 7th inning. And Koneski back out for another inning of work as this one spoiled out of play. So it'll be 3, 4, and 5 here in the inning for Scituate. As that pitch is in for a strike. This one knocked back and out of play. So a new piece of wood needed out there. That one broke the bat. So Braintree trying to keep it here at 2-1 as Koneski winds and fires, and a nice pitch down and away. Got him to go after it for another strikeout. So that is the 10th strikeout for Koneski, who's been really, really good in this game. Unfortunate to one hit from the leadoff man. It was Manning who had the RBI triple to tie the game, and then he came around to score on the throwing mistake.
It's definitely been a good game on his part. And just, it's rare that we see someone that is throwing now 10 strikeouts, could possibly be 11 strikeouts after this batter lose a game that, for the most part, he was just dominating it.
That's the thing about a game of missed opportunities. You leave a team and let them hang around. All it takes is one or two swings, and that's kind of what's happened in this game. So that one is spoiled off. Foul. Lefty ready, and a nice pitch in there, strike 3 down. He goes. Number 11. And Koneski continuing to be dominant here even into the 7th inning. Hoping his team can pick up a little bit of the slack here in the bottom half of this inning and either tie the score, send it to extras, or win the game. Certainly do not want to lose this one and have to play another one, but if that's what happens, that's what Braintree's going to have to do and be ready for it. Ground ball hit middle of the infield. This will be fair on the move. On the run, nice play, and they get him. So the defense that time is able to go 1, 2, 3, and Braintree down 2-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, as Fair will lead things off. 4, 5, and 6 in the Braintree order, down by 1. Bottom 7th, first pitch is upstairs, and the Braintree bench trying to get themselves back in this. As Fair leads things off, he has singled, walked, and struck out. Braintree looking for a base runner here to begin the inning, and this one blasted to deep right field. This may be the tying run as this one back by the wall, and it's gone into the bushes back behind, as it is a tying home run by Fair for the 2nd straight game, a solo shot late. And Braintree has tied it at 2. So it didn't take long here in the 7th for Braintree to take the pressure off. And that one got out of here in a hurry.
A 2nd pitch in the inning, going opposite field. Ball now in its permanent vacation in the trees.
Well, that might be time for a souvenir for somebody out there. And he might find his way back out there if Braintree walks this one out. Well, the pressure was on Braintree, and they very quickly erased that. They still do have pressure on it, but now you know that this one, at worst, is going extra innings. But I think Braintree's looking to close the door now. As Peters winds and fires a ground ball hit to deep third, and it gets by and into left field. So everything now working out for Braintree as they have a base hit. They couldn't find the holes earlier. Now they're finding everything. And with this spot here, I think you have to sacrifice. They didn't do it earlier. The winning run is standing at first base, and Braintree with nobody out. You got to sacrifice here.
Yeah, you can't risk a double play right now. You need to do the sacrifice. And at worst, it's an out at first, but you will advance the run in a second.
So this has been a great game, exactly what you're hoping for in a championship type of game. And you didn't see Sharkey looking for sacrifice there in that first pitch. I'm a little bit surprised. I know you have the pitcher into his third inning of work now, but I think you have to play your percentages and put that sacrifice down. And he's not, and he drills that one to deep left, but it's foul. Another big swing. So the long fly by Fair, tying the score at 2 here to begin the bottom of the 7th. And Braintree now with the winning run standing at first in the likes of Foley. Sharkey here in the game has reached base twice. He singled and walked. The runner takes off. The pitch is a strike, and there is no throw. So he steals second base, and now the winning run standing at second. So Sharkey now does not have to sacrifice unless you really want to bring him to third. But a single here from Sharkey could win the game.
As us looking for some green grass right now. There is some holes that you could possibly get it through.
Big spot here for the outfielder as he flares this one out to left field. Hit pretty well, and he just hooked it foul. That was a lot of power from the wrists in that spot. I mean, he kind of flailed the hands out there. I was surprised that ball traveled as far as it did. That's a lot of good strength being shown by the hitter.
Yeah, I just got into the fence foul territory. Strained that out, then this game is, at this point, is over.
Look how deep, or look how shallow the outfielders are playing. They know that anything hit towards them, they have to be able to make an accurate throw to the plate. It's Braintree looking for the winning run. And this one is just cued foul. So good at bat here from Sharkey. As Foley stands at second base, still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th in a 2-2 game. So Braintree looks for the winning run here and the Cranberry League championship title in the process. All for one. Decent lead over there at second for Foley. And the pitch. And this one drilled out to deep left field, continuing to go back. It's going to be over his head. And it's gone! A winning home run from Sharkey as he delivers it over the wall in left field. A 2-run shot, a walk-off home run from Sharkey as Braintree with the power here in the 7th. A tying home run from Fair, and then the winning home run from Sharkey, who just missed it a pitch ago as he hit it foul in left field as Braintree wins on walk-off.
What a way to win the title there, Mike.
A walk-off win, a 2-run shot there, and just a brilliant victory here today as Sharkey, who did not have much going for him through most of this game, delivered the biggest hit of the season for Braintree and their Cranberry League title championship in the process, as we'll probably have some sort of a trophy presentation. We'll try and get some coverage of that, but we'll close out our coverage as Braintree with a victory, the winning, obviously the biggest hit of the game, the 2-run homer by Sharkey. TJ, this was a game that Braintree had missed opportunity, but finally here in the 7th, when all the pressure was on them, they came through.
Yeah, definitely started with that leadoff home run, then getting the next batter on. Yeah, that certainly helped, and then that last play by Sharkey. Walk-off home run for the championship. Braintree's dynasty continues. Another title for them.
So Braintree beating Scituate now for the 2nd time in this postseason run, and it's been a magical ride for Braintree as they get the big hits when they needed them. And you really have to give credit to Scituate, who played a heck of a game. They pushed Braintree to the brink. They had the lead heading into the 7th, and then Braintree, obviously, with those 2 big flies. We didn't see any big power hits in this game until the 7th inning, and that's when it meant the most. So Braintree with an excellent win here today. They win the Cranberry League Championship in the process. So a 4-2 win for Braintree as they beat Scituate. On behalf of TJ Chamberlain and our camera person here today, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time. Back here at Braintree High School here with the hitter of the game, Jared Sharkey. Walk-off home run. Why don't you just talk us through the at-bat, what you saw, and how you were able to deliver the results?
Well, our PJ, our coach, he told us to, keep the same approach. We were down most of the game. We really weren't doing too much at the plate, so just trying to be short and sweet. Kid threw me a couple sliders there. I pulled 2 of them before, so I knew I had to wait a little bit. Still was a little bit out in front, but got the pitch
And
to hit.
And a game here today where it was kind of frustrating. You guys left 11 men on base,
Yeah.
and then finally in the 7th, you get the leadoff home run to tie the game
Yeah, that was
by
awesome.
fair, and then obviously your theatrics. But talk about the chemistry this team has. I mean, you kind of have that feeling on the bench that no matter what the score is, you guys can come back.
Yeah, it's a good group of guys. It's been same guys for a while now, so we know what we can do. We just got to have faith, and whoever it is, every day someone else is going to come in and do it for us today. Me, Ian, and Foley. We're lucky to be the guys, but every game it changes. So
You
it's
get
awesome.
talk about your hitting, but I think kind of one of the bigger things that people want to talk about now is the pitching performance from Koneski. I mean, he went the distance. I mean, he gave you guys an opportunity to win this game. Kind of a tough break on a ball that kind of got away in right field and turned into a 2-run home run. But just talk about what he was able to do.
Nate, he's easily the best pitcher in the league. I mean, it's a shame that he didn't win Pitcher of the Year this year, but I don't even know if he's walked anyone this year. He's awesome. Every time he goes out there, it's going to be a good game. So we only have to score. Usually we only have to score 1 run when he's on the mound, but we have to do a little bit extra for him today.
Well, now you move on to the Stan Musial tournament.
Yeah.
That's in Weymouth, so you're obviously looking forward to that. That's something that
Absolutely.
you guys have kind of prided on, getting to that each year.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to about that tournament?
Looking forward to repeat. Last year we couldn't do it, so we've won. I think we've won 4 out of the last 5, so we're trying to make it 5 of the last 6.
Well, congratulations, Jared, on the walk-off home run. Braintree with the 4-2 win here today.
Thank you very much.